Okay, hello. Um, this video isn't going to be a traditional video. I'm going to be going over an add-on that I just installed. It's World Builder. You can find it in the marketplace here. It looks like this, World Builder. It's basically every Bedrock builder's dream. It's World Edit, but made simpler. So there's selections. Here are all the tools. There's selection tools, drawing tools, brushes, tools. And I'm going to be showing you the contents of this in today's video. Here is what it'll start with. It'll come with a toolbox. It's going to be called Toolbox, but you can rename it. You open it. I already have my inventory. Oh, it's in the book. Toolboxes, World, rename toolbox. So it'll come as named as toolbox, but I set up my inventory here. Let's start with the selection wand. This is going to be what should always be in your inventory. You can use it by selecting one point and then selecting another point, and the selected area will be highlighted. As you can see, I've selected this small house, so everything in here is selected. Now what I'm going to do next is you can fill it with something, or I'm going to show you copy and paste. So we can copy it, and then we can move it. Let's say I want another house here. You can paste it. And then there is also an undo and redo. So I can just undo that. So that's basically copy and paste. And there's obviously undo and redo. To unselect it, I found the easiest way is to just open, reclose, and open the toolbox. The next thing I'm going to be showing you is selection fill and block picker. Arguably the most useful items besides the selection wand. So again, I'm just going to select my 2 points. Should be highlighted. And so we're going to use the block picker. Let's say I want to fill this in with grass. I'm going to click on the block I want, go to selection fill, and use the item. Now, you can basically do this with any item, but you can also do gradients with it. So what you can do is you can crouch, click gradients, create new gradient. I already have one. It's called stone, so I'm just going to show you that. Let's just call this stone 2. I keep it at 100 for the blend amount, and now you can select what you want. So these 3 blocks are going to be what I want. So now I'll confirm that. And now what you can do is you can select 2 blocks, crouch, gradients, stone, click the gradient you want, click use gradient, now do fill selection, and now you should have a gradient here, as you can see, cobblestone to tough bricks. And so that's that. Now you can also make small hills or mountains in a matter of minutes. Like this, I did not have to manually place every block. I'm going to show you the tool brush manager. What you can do with this, also, you can select air for blocks too. What you do is you use this. Don't mind those. You can create new brush. You can choose what you want the brush to be. I already have a sphere and a smooth, but what happens is sphere, you just click that, but for terrain, I have everything on size 3, but you can do all these. I have it on smooth, so you click on the item, then you click give item once you have it, and it'll show this, like this outline. You use it, and then you can create more areas. So right here, I'm going to build a hill super quickly, like a minute, and then I'll also show you the masking tool. So I'll go over here and it's based off where you're looking to. Okay, now I'm going to go in here, give the smooth one, and then I'm going to use it. As you can see, it smooths out the terrain. And it might be a little glitchy, as you can see, but once you get used to it, then it doesn't change anything. It still works normally. So let's just use that here. Now you might want to do a few touch-ups by yourself, just if you want to. But something else you can do is you can just get rid of the brushes, because you can get them again. You can use the mask picker. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select the block that you want to change, and then go to block picker, select what you want it to change to. In this case, I want it to change to stone. Now, I'm going to select all of these blocks over here, and out of those blocks, whichever one is dirt is going to turn to stone. There. Now you might want to do a few touch-ups. As you can see there, it turned all those dirt blocks to stone. But there's still these small grass blocks, so you can just go ahead, change them to whatever blocks you want. In this case, I'm just going to turn them to stone. But this was made in like a matter of minutes. It didn't even take that much effort on my part. Just going to add a few touch-ups, make it a bit better looking. And there is the masking and the toolbrush manager. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. But I used the same technique over here to make this mountain. It might have taken a little longer because it's a bit bigger. Now, I'll go over some other features that I find cool. Right now, let's go over draw line. So you can basically use this to draw straight lines or whatever lines you want. Let's say I want a long line from here all the way to over there, but I don't want to have to make it myself. Let's just make it out of stone for now. So you select your first block, and then so you select a block. Now, as you can see, there's a highlighted part. I'm going to go to where I want the line. Say I want it here. Yeah. After you make a mask, you want to clear it. Okay, let's try that again. Just go over here. Say I want it here. Now it has made that line. Now I'm just going to select this. Whoops. Just going to select it again. Okay. There's also other stuff you can do with this. If you crouch and then use the item, you can make sphere, ellipsoids, cylinders, domes, torus, and pyramids. For this, I'm just going to let's do the torus. let's not make it hollow. And now you can select you want something. I don't know, let's make it this big. And now there's that shape. You can make it as big as you want. And then you can also just change the tool back. Just use undo. You can change the tool back again by just crouching, using the item, change it back to line. Okay, now you can also use fill selection by crouching and using the item. You can do all these. Selection wall makes it so when you select an area, it just creates walls, and selection replaces it. Selection outline outlines it. They're pretty self-explanatory. Selection stack. That one basically makes it so you can make one design and then stack it as far as you want, like as many times as you want. It's basically like copy and paste, but a lot easier. Selection wand. Okay. Tool brush I showed. Tools I might not go over. Here. This cut tool basically means if I select something, let's use this for now, and then I cut it, it just gets rid of it. Or I could also just turn it to air. Just gonna undo that. I do suggest reading the guidebook, this thing, before you log in. Well, before whatever. This is the navigation wand. Basically, wherever you look, it'll teleport you there. So let's say I'm up here and I want to go over there. Poof. Let's go to the house. I'm on top of the house. And now I'm by the cherry grove. Hold on, let's get back. Okay. Here we go. I was just over in that direction. Okay. Now, there is one thing that I'd like to say about this, and it's not bad. What I noticed is if you put all the items from there in your inventory, and let's say you're a builder, you can have all your blocks here. You can close it, and now you can have different blocks here. And it saves it, which I think is pretty cool. So even if you're not going to use the world edit part of the add-on, which I don't get why you wouldn't, because that's why you probably got it. But you can basically use it as a second inventory. Oops. That's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, maybe here. Tool brush, create new brush, structure brush. Well, for the terrain brush, you have different sizes. Let's just go 2. You have different options. Lift just raises the ground. Fill, I haven't experimented with. Melt, let's try that. I'll just name it Melt for now. Okay, so I have the brush. Let's see what it does. Probably doesn't do anything there. Let's experiment. Oh, so it like dissolves. Well, I guess that makes sense. It like gets rid of certain blocks in its radius. So I could just hollow out holes using, so I guess you could use it to make, you could use it to like smooth out the sides almost, as I did there. Maybe that doesn't look as good. Can also, let's look at the overlay brush. Depth. Yeah, let's just go 1. Okay, let's just do that. I'm not gonna name it. Okay. I'll just name it tool. I don't care. Because I'm just, let's see, what does this do? Let's put it on here. Oh, maybe it like fills in the exposed blocks that are on top with whatever block you chose as your filler. Okay, I guess that's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, so there's this add-on. Also, I think I'm going to switch over to creative world building for Minecraft. Survival just really isn't what I enjoy. So I'm going to start doing like creative world building. That's why I installed this add-on. But might as well show you before I start so that I don't have a lot of questions. Thanks for watching. See you later.